Here are 20 facts that sound fake, but are actually true. When ants die, they secrete a chemical called oleic acid that tells other ants to move the body to a sort of burial ground. If this chemical is sprayed on a live ant, other ants will treat it as a dead ant, regardless of what it does. The highest scoring soccer game in history, recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records, was 149-0 between two teams in Madagascar in 2002. It happened because one of the teams began scoring own goals in protest of bad refereeing decisions. Koi fish can live for centuries. In fact, the oldest koi that ever lived was a scarlet koi named Hanako that reportedly lived for 225 years before it died. Colonel Sanders disliked what the KFC franchise had done to the food so much that he described it as the worst fried chicken he had ever had, and the gravy as wallpaper paste. Animal Planet twice aired a fake documentary about the existence of mermaids that convinced thousands, once in 2012 and once in 2013. The first housewarming parties were literally held to warm houses. All of the guests would bring over pieces of wood, and they would light fires in every fireplace in the new home. It was believed that empty houses would attract spirits and ghosts, so when people would move in, they would warm the house to send the spirits away. In the 1990s, the US Air Force did research on creating a gay bomb, which is a non-lethal bomb containing very strong pheromones that would make the enemy's forces attracted to each other. In 1993, a Missouri man named James Scott intentionally damaged a levee on the Mississippi River to delay his wife from coming home from work so that he could party. Unfortunately, the river ended up flooding 14,000 acres of land, and he was convicted of causing a catastrophe and was sentenced to life in prison. In Tunisia, you can book an overnight stay at Luke Skywalker's boyhood home, which is a real hotel called the Hotel Sidi Driss. Coffee was so influential in early Turkish culture that the word for breakfast literally translates to before coffee, and the word for brown translates to the color of coffee. When the first European settlers reached North America, there were so many lobsters that they washed ashore in piles up to 61 centimeters high. Inventor Nikola Tesla and author Mark Twain were best friends and were mutual fans of each other's work. The act of childbirth to the Aztec people was considered equal to a man in battle. If a woman was to die during childbirth, she was regarded as a warrior, the same as a male warrior who died in combat. There is a temple called Wat Samphren in Thailand that has a giant dragon wrapped around the outside of the building that's 17 stories high. The dragon stretches an impressive 80 meters in length. The temple is a symbol of Thailand's rich spiritual devotion, cultural heritage, and architectural grandeur. 1 year after the Brooklyn Bridge opened in 1883, circus performer P.T. Barnum led 21 elephants across it to convince weary 19th century New Yorkers that the new Brooklyn Bridge was safe for humans. According to the Cheetah Conservation Fund, over the past 50 years, cheetahs have become extinct in at least 13 African countries. Across Africa, their numbers have plummeted from 100,000 at the turn of the 20th century to less than 7,100 today, a loss of 93%. In 2014, the Department of Transportation in Colorado was forced to change their mile marker from 420 to 419.9 just to get people to stop stealing their sign. Vatican City is home to the world's only ATM that gives instructions in Latin. When Bill Gates got married on the Hawaiian island of Lanai, he rented every hotel room at the hotel, up to 250 rooms, and chartered every helicopter close by to ensure his privacy. The only mounted whale in the world, known as the Malm whale, is on display in Sweden's Natural History Museum. It washed up on the shores in 1865 of Askim Bay south of Gothenburg. It weighed around 25 tons and was over 17 meters long. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I see you guys next time.